Hey, what's happening, everybody? Pizzaholics. I'm in Staten Island today. Got a lot of things to do at home. Snuck out of the house for 10 seconds to do a pizza review for you guys. I'm over here at the Atrium parking lot near the Atrium Theater where Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson had a date recently. New place, Pizzaioli. New place. Their sign isn't even up yet. They're so new, there's no sign yet. They just opened. I got 2 cheesies. Let's go eat, guys. All right, folks. All right. I smell that oregano. Let's bite into it, folks. All right, guys. I decided to come across the street here from the pizzeria at this local park called Brookfield Park. Love it here. All right, we're gonna separate the pizza. Let's check for a mozzarella pull. Is it overly greasy and soupy? Neat stretch. Let's fold it, let's crack it, let's bend it. Does it crackle? Does it crack in half? Does the whole crust crack in half like a breadstick? Or does it crackle? Neither, guys, neither. There's very little crunch on this thing. Again, slight mozzarella pull. Not too bad, cheese looks good. It's holding up, holding its shape. I like the color on the bottom, not bad, not too pale. Not so pale that we're gonna move this thing down the scale, hell no. But it smells good. It smells good. It's lacking crunch. I told him leave it in the oven a little longer. The guy was nice enough to ask, how do you like your pies? How do you like your slices? Warm or hot? I said hot. Leave it in there for another, you know, I don't know how long you left it in there, but smells good. I don't know. It's all right, guys. You know, it's a decent slice. It's a decent slice. There's just no crunch. A little bit there on the end. Towards the middle, maybe not. Cheese is solid. Cheese is pretty solid. Could use a little more sauce. Lots of oregano on this thing. A ton of oregano on that thing. I always appreciate it when they put a little more love into the pizza. Yeah, you can put oregano on it yourself afterwards. I get it. But when you bake the oregano, when you bake the pizza with the spices on it, whether it's basil or oregano, I also prefer basil to be put on the pizza before baking and after. Put it in the sauce. Put the basil in the sauce. Put the oregano in the sauce. It perfumes the pizza. It perfumes it. It's different than just putting oregano on the pizza after it comes out of the oven. It's way different. It's way different. Guys, I'm thinking it's not an 8, but slice went down in a freaking snap. All right, guys, what do we got? What do we got on our hands here, folks? We got a pretty decent New York style pizza on the thin side. There is some crisp towards the back, but that's about it. The rest of the pizza was lacking Guys, you know what I look for in a crust? I want to see blisters, I want to see goosebumps, I want to see some signs of aeration, and there are some signs. You know, you got a little bubble there, a little bubble action. As you can see, it kind of flakes apart in some segments towards the back. It's not the doughiest pizza on earth, not by far. Very moderate chew to this, but not that bad. Just moderate. It wasn't significant, and it's not the doughiest or heaviest chew. The crust is not too heavy on the chew at all, but it's not the lightest either, not by far. Look at that sauce, guys. A little dark. It's got a pasty texture to it. It's not too bright. Far from chunky, far from runny the way I enjoy it. It was a little thick and it just wasn't, it didn't taste too fresh to me. The cheese to sauce ratio, guys, favors the cheese, absolutely. Look at this thick blanket of cheese, lots of oregano, as you can see. Lots of oregano, big leaves of oregano. And that's gonna help propel it up the scale a little bit. Again, the crust not too pale. Not too pale that we're gonna move it down the scale. Look at the color of that mozzarella. That was the best thing about this pizza. Crust was solid, sauce meh. I'm going to detract because I did not like the sauce, but the cheese I enjoyed. Very good flavor in that cheese. Not sure what it is. I don't know if they're using grande, guys. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you how it tasted to me, which was good. Pretty good, mildly flavored, not too greasy. Seems like a decent amount of fat combined and balanced with milk content. All right, guys, it's about that time. The pizza gets cold. We give it another fold to find out if the crust remains crunchy long after cooling down. In cases like this, when the pizza was never really too crunchy to begin with, save for the end, backside crunch. 1 out of 3 bolts, guys. Again, I want to mention my scoring system. A lot of you guys are new. I rate the level of crunch from a scale of 1 to 3. 3 being a high level of crunch, and then I rate the crisp factor. Then I'll score a pizza's crisp factor, meaning, do you get crunch first, middle, and back? Do you get front side crunch, middle crunch, and back? In this case, 1 out of 3 on the crisp factor, which means you only get it towards the back. You're not getting anything in the front and middle. And for the crunch level, also a 1 out of 3. There was some crunch in the back, but it's a 1 out of 3 crunch, meaning very little crunch. So even though the crunch is there, it was subtle. Guys, on a positive note, look at this thing. It's still holding up, never floppy, solid crust, significant moderate chew, not the chewiest thing on earth, not the doughiest thing on earth, decent color, solid cheese, sauce. If this thing had a better sauce, we're talking 7.5 here, guys. We're talking 7.5. If the sauce was a little better, a little more fragrant, a little fresher, a little brighter, a little less pasty in texture, I would have went 7.5, which is usually a solid New York pizza. This is almost there. I'm in a good mood. It's beautiful. I'm out here with the trees and the bees and the breeze. 7.1, guys. 7.1 for across the street there, Pizzaioli. Guys, the oregano, lots of oregano. Some love went into this thing. It's 7.1. It's in the 7s for me. Solid pizza. Nice bake. Hey, look, New York pizza, it's got to have crunch towards the back at the minimum. I'll forgive it if it's not crunchy in the middle and in the front, but it's New York, you know, it's New York pizza. They did a decent job. 7.1. Guys, come out here. They're new. Support them. I think the guy said the same owners as Domenico's, which I reviewed. Domenico's. I'll include their link in the description, by the way. Same owners. They changed the name, they said, for some reason. But hey, go support them. It's a wrap. All right, guys, that about does it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Little typical run-of-the-mill pizza here. Not the best Staten Island has to offer, not in my opinion. But I gave it to 7 because I've been eating some really bad pizza lately, and yeah, that's a solid pizza. I could eat that pizza all day. It was juicy. I could eat that pizza all day, folks. I could walk in this park all day. Can you believe I'm in New York City? Gotta love Staten Island, man, for its lushness and its beautiful parks. Be well, folks. If you can, hit that like, smash the subscribe button, and if you want to become a member and have access to exclusive content, watch me eat other food and talk in my kitchen and cook and stuff, hit that join button. And If not, it's okay. Until next time, guys, remember, keep those bellies full. This is Antonio, signing off.